Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Just wanted to take a minute and review a build I just finished. I've been a big fan of SIG, particularly the 365, and just the variants that you could build off of this frame. As you all know, the P365 is modular, and there's many aftermarket parts you can put on it. So, being a big fan of the P365 and SIG, I've been really looking for a while to see what fits and what could make a lot of sense from a functionality perspective as well as an aesthetic perspective. I like to kind of pair the two in my builds. So just wanted to share with you a recent build that I just finished. I have it right here. Just so you know, before we start, wanted to take a minute. This is BFG Precision. So if you could take a minute and hit subscribe down there, really would appreciate it. Smash that button for me. Really definitely helps. I'm going to be trying to push some content out here on some builds and other things relative to the firearms community. So appreciate that, guys. So without further ado, I have a build here that I just started. Let's first verify. No round in the chamber. Nothing in the mag. Breachway is clear. So we have an unloaded firearm. Okay. This here is a ZEV P365 or a Z365 that I built on my own. I did not purchase the gun complete. So this is an original P365 purchase of which I added parts to. This is actually an X, a P365X. So just kind of starting from the bottom in the grip module, what you see here is I'll take this down. Okay. So here, the lower half here is a Icarus Precision. This is the Ace hybrid. So this is the size of a P365 XL grip module. If this were a XL slide, it would extend over. The 365, the standard 365 version, though, is flush. So Icarus Precision, what makes this pretty unique and desirable is this is an aluminum frame. So Icarus Precision is launching, or has launched, several aluminum frames for the P series, and the P365 series obviously is included in that. So that's what this is. You'll see the Icarus Precision logo here. Good grip. Good knurling here. Also on your support hand right here has some good knurling. It's also ambidextrous. What I have in here also is the Armory Craft extended mag release. That is in here as well. And it's ambidextrous. You just flip it so you can work it as a lefty. So yeah, so that's the lower here. Everything internal, the FCU and the trigger, the takedown lever, and the slide catch release is all factory. So the aftermarket parts here is the Icarus grip and the Armory Craft mag release. So that's really the lower half. Everything else is stock. Okay. Now on the slide, this is a ZEV Octane P365 slide, not the XL, the standard version. I'm running a Holosun green dot, 507K X2 green dot. And I also have the ZEV barrel, the 3.1-inch barrel for the P365. What was a bit challenging on this slide is I'm a big fan of co-witness, which is the reason why I wanted to replace this, replace my original P365X slide, because the optic cut is set back. So you don't have a co-witness. Your only co-witness really is the small groove that comes with the optic. So two things I wanted is I wanted to create a co-witness as well as tritium so I could see it at night. So these are the XS F8 night sights. And again, they're by XS. And they work really well. They were installed pretty easy to install, just as you install any other irons. Here's actually the sights themselves right here. All right, so they're the F8 Night sights by XS Sights. After doing a ton of measuring with my calipers and trying to figure out what height is required for here, I think I did pretty well. It looks like the bottom of the sight picture is flush really with the Holosun. So I'm really happy the way that turned out. The front sight is, it doesn't have to be as tall because again, this is a micro, it's a micro optic and it sits recessed in the ZEV slide too. So you just have to be careful. You have to take measurements because you really could put some really tall sights on this and you don't need it. So, so again, went with the Holosun 507K, and this is a green dot. I got a really good price on the green dot. Found it at I believe I got it on Optics Planet. But anyway, yeah, and you'll see this is for the P365. Okay. As far as, again, I mentioned that the barrel was ZEV as well, so I'll take that out and show you. Okay. Now my gun is, I just clean and lubed it. There's a bit on here. I usually don't have that much lubricant on here, but it was the first time, so I wanted to make sure it was all sauced up a bit before I go to the range. So again, this is the ZEV barrel, the 3.1 inch 9mm barrel, and obviously standard recoil as well. The striker and the extractor and the striker safety are all from the original slide that I transferred over. So there you go. It's back. So there you go. This is the P365 ZEV/Icarus custom build that I originally done. So set that off to the side. Couple other things that could be challenging. Well, let me bring this back in. Couple things that could be challenging with this, especially with the Icarus lower. You notice the Icarus lower, and I forgot to mention this before, it doesn't have the SIG proprietary rail. It has a pick rail. So a more standard 1911 pick rail. So you really could, you have more options in terms of what lights you want to put on it. So the challenge there is on the original P365, on the ends here, they're beveled with the SIG rail. So any holster that you might get is going to be beveled here as well, as the Kydex is typically molded into the firearm. So this was a challenge. I had to work with, I wound up working with the gentleman where I got the holster from, and he wound up making me a custom one pretty easy, and it fits really, really well. You know, the other two concerns, obviously, if you're running a setup like this, is an optic cut as well as having the ability to run suppressor height sights. So those are some challenges when you're looking for a holster. And I wanted to just throw a shout out to Ross at Bucks Holsters. He did a great job for me. I talked to him, I think it was last week, and I let him know, I sent him some pictures, and he made this holster for me in like a day and sent it up to me. This is a hybrid holster by Bucks Holsters BH. This is the mini, so it's meant for appendix carry. It has a claw on it as well. It's very, very comfortable. You see the sides are already coming up a little, which I'm trying to do, going back to my baseball days where I'm breaking in my catcher's mitt. So you know, fits really well in here. What he did do is, if you notice down here, he opened this up a bit to accommodate the square Picatinny rail section, and then he also opened it up here to accommodate the suppressor height sights. So if I put this in the holster, you'll see that the suppressor height sights clear this with no problem whatsoever. And also the optic sits in there with plenty of room. But more importantly, and I guess more of a customization, is how he was able to get everything around this pick rail for this Icarus lower grip module. So just a great job. I think I had this in about a week, but it was, you know, he was a great guy. You know, you call these guys up you know, and the owner answers. It's Ross, and you know, he answered the phone. I didn't know him from anyone, right? And just introduced myself and let him know what my challenges were, and you know, he was able to really help me out. And he texted me back 2 hours later, and he goes, "Yeah, I just made your holster. It's being shipped now. You should see it." And within a minute after the phone call, I had an email letting me know that my holster shipped. So just a really great job. It's really comfortable so far. I've got a lot of breaking in to do with it, but just really happy with it. I think it was like, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. So just, you know, really good price. His prices are all online, and so far I'm really pleased with it. This particular Kydex is meant, I think it's Raptor or something like that. It's meant to look like leather to match with the black cowhide leather. So so really good option if you're looking for this, or if you're considering doing a build similar to this. You know, there you go. Again, just wanted to share with you all this build that I recently did. You know, let me know your thoughts, you know, comments, you know, etc., whatever. Look forward to hearing from anything you guys are doing. You know, if you share some of the things you've done, maybe similar. And, you know, hope to be doing some more of these videos in the future. Again, this is a new channel. You know, I just started doing this. So, you know, hope you enjoyed the content. Hope you enjoyed the build. And, you know, hopefully, you know, maybe I was a bit informative on some of the things relative to the sights and the grip module and the holster. So, you know, with that said, everybody have a great day. You know, thank your veterans, thank your service people. In this day and age, we got to make sure that, you know, those folks are appreciated. So, you know, for all you law enforcement and emergency services folks, military for sure, you know, thank you for your service. Appreciate everything you do. So until next time, guys, have a great day. We'll talk soon. Take care.